Time now for Night Court's MacGyver, just one of the many popular TV shows from the 80s that has gotten some kind of reboot recently. But now CBS is facing some legal trouble over the revived series. A California holding company claims the new MacGyver is a, quote, spin-off. And CBS owes them compensation under a 1984 agreement. But CBS argues there's a big difference between a remake and a spin-off. So let's debate that point with tonight's Legal Eagles, civil rights attorney Robert Patillo and criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool. Gentlemen, welcome.
Hi, Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon.
Okay, so the people who were originally involved with the original MacGyver, which is pretty unbeatable, they said that there's a deal that if there is a spinoff, they're supposed to get paid for it. So they're arguing this new version is a spinoff, which takes us to Exhibit A. In a 2018 complaint that this holding company had, they said the spinoff series was referred to by CBS Studios and others variously as a reboot, remake, and/or spinoff, but is in fact a spinoff series as contemplated by the 1984 agreement. Brian.
Yeah, well, the agreement in 1984 said that this holding company would get money if it was a spinoff, but this is a remake, right? It was MacGyver in the 1980s and the 1990s, and now it's MacGyver again. But Shannon, this case goes deeper than that. I mean, last time I checked, you had to work in the United States to earn a paycheck. This frivolous lawsuit sears at the souls of all the hardworking citizens of this country. Why? Because in 1984, when this agreement was entered into, with this company called MTA, it's a talent agency with Paramount. Paramount was bought out by CBS. This company went out of business, Shannon, in 1985. But guess what they forgot to do? They forgot to identify Hanser Holding as what's called a successor in interest. That's required by the contract. So what did these folks do at Hanser Holding? They went ahead and then pretended like MTA was still in business, created allegedly all these false documents saying that MTA is back in business. And guess what? This contract, though, required this holding company, Hanser, to be capable, Shannon, of doing the talent agency work. Why is that important? Because CBS's position, which I think is meritorious, says that Hanser was never a bona fide talent agency. They don't even have a license, Shannon, under the California Labor Department to operate as a talent agency. And as such, under the California Labor Code, they can't collect any commissions.
Well, I'm just enjoying that we're showing clips because MacGyver was one of the best shows in the 1980s, easily. And to be fair, I haven't watched the new one. Whether you want to call it a remake or a spinoff, I don't know that you can compete with the original. Exhibit B. This is CBS pushing back and defending themselves. They say the premise of the entire case is based on an allegation that the 2016 MacGyver remake is somehow a spin-off under a written contract which doesn't even apply to remakes. Odder still, plaintiffs were unable to state in deposition which version of the agreement they claim applies here. To this very minute, they do not know. Robert, is this just a lost cause?
Oh, absolutely not. I think this is why people dislike lawyers. And this is the type of sophistry that Aristophanes talked about in ancient Greece, where you try to convince people that a remake, a reboot, and a spinoff are different things. The entire concept between all three is that you have the same premise, the same title, the same characters, and then you're reinterpreting them in a different way. So whether you call it a spinoff, a remake, or a reboot, is effectively the exact same thing. And also, it is CBS's job to, when they are buying and acquiring a company, to search and find out what contracts and what liabilities they have. And if this company is a successor in interest to the original contract and they are still bound by that, I don't think they can hide behind this flimsy defense of, well, we called it a remake and not a spinoff, and therefore we don't have to pay you. I think that's a ridiculous argument.
Well, all I know is that, like with a pack of gum and some paper clips, this guy could basically fly through the skies and save anyone from any emergency at any time. I don't know if the new guy is that good, and I haven't seen it. But we will follow the case. Robert and Brian, thank you for weighing in. Folks at home, you're the jury. Let us know what you think. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Shannon.